So, yo, tonight's lesson is Latin history for morons. And that's you. My son was being bullied at school in 8th grade, racially profiled. I wanted my son to beat the bully, not physically, not insulting him, but with facts and information. So I started reading up on all these websites and getting all these books, finding more books. And what ended up happening was I was the one that felt empowered. I'm the one that stopped feeling like a second-class citizen. Then I said, oh my God, I want to put this in a show so I can disseminate this information. And you know, people who come see the show become like little soldiers that pass this information on.
Who would have thought that colonization could be so much fun?
What's crazy about it is that we're 20% of the population of the United States, almost 70 million people, and our stories are nowhere to be seen. The gatekeepers aren't allowing our stories, and it's got to change. And I'm hoping with my show, I motivate enough people to cause some kind of ruckus and people to rise up and make changes. It's called Latin History for Morons because I myself was an idiot. I had to de-stupefy myself because I never learned all this information that we Latin people are the second oldest ethnic group in America after Native Americans. Fought in every single war America's ever had. 10,000 of us fought in the American Revolution out of 80,000 troops. We were 1 in 8. We had generals, Galvez, he gave $70,000 worth of weapons to George Washington. In Civil War, 20,000 of us fought. We had the first admiral in the Civil War. 120,000 of us fought in World War I. We had all these heroes. We were the most decorated minority in every single war. 500,000 of us sacrificed our lives in World War II. And yet, you don't see these contributions celebrated or anywhere or listed or mentioned. And it's crazy. How is that possible?
I mean, I saw this show and it said John is a zángano. That's what I want to say. Es una sinvergüenza.
I include Jose Marti when I talk about Che Guevara as well. I mean, I know that Che Guevara is a controversial figure, mostly for Cubans, but not for other Latin people, obviously because of the history of what happened in 1959. And he was, you know, part of the cause. I do try to include Jose Marti because he was a positive inspiration for Cuba and for all Latin people. This is the most intimate an artist can be with an audience because it's just us and it's a conversation. And coming here just makes me feel just so in touch with my people.
Now I'm a self-professed ghetto scholar. Holla!
An interesting question. I mean, does Hollywood really respect Latinx people? It's trying, but it needs to do better. Include our stories, to have executives, because without Latinx executives, those decisions, how are you going to understand our stories? How are you going to tell our stories intact? I mean, the reason I do Broadway is because there are no gatekeepers. Then, you know, you create a great piece of writing and you raise the money, it happens. You know, you could never pitch Hamilton to a studio or a streamer. They'll be like, wait a minute, so a Puerto Rican guy's gonna be playing Hamilton and a black guy's playing Burr? It didn't speak hip hop of the founding fathers. It would have never got done, but it got done on Broadway because that's the closest an artist can get to his audience without gatekeepers. 3 things to learn about Latin history. 1, read books. You can go online, Hispanic Pew Research. The best thing you can do is actually come see the show because I'll be acting it out for you, so you won't even have to read.